Damn, I'm gonna be real. I was really struggling to get out of bed this morning until I remembered top 10s. And now I'm ready to cook. And today we're doing top 10 cars. So let's jump right over to number 10. We're gonna start with Tesla. And before you losers start to complain, but Teslas are so cool, they're electric cars. Yeah, wipe that fucking slobber off after you're done sucking off Elon Musk. Because you'd have to be an idiot to buy one. I mean, $80,000 for a good version? Oh, nah. And the complaint is always that, it's good value over the long term. Bro, just buy a Prius for like $20K. You can buy the brand new one for nothing. And you'll get so much gas savings, you'll be in heaven. But of course, Tesla owners often cope about, you're burning up the fossil fuels. Who cares? Fossil fuels were made to be used, and I'm going to continue using them, burning them to the ground. Forget that cringe ass electricity. I'm not spending like 50 minutes to charge up my car. I'm going straight to the pump. If you are just stupid enough to buy one though, and you need your little status symbol updated, then good, because you probably need the car to drive for you anyway, since your brain doesn't function. You gotta get Tesla out of my mouth. But now that that's done, we can go to number 9, which is the M1 Abrams tank. Real quick, I don't want to hear any stupid talk about how this isn't a car. It has wheels, which means it's a car, so shut up. This thing is a beast. All the new generation models absolutely tear through everything, not with their cannons, but also with their frame, just rolling through whatever they want. Simply the best tanks, because while everyone else was like, oh, well, war's over, Soviet is given up, the Soviet Union's gone, we won't be fighting with tanks, blah, 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 blah. The U.S. said no. We put trillions every year to upgrade our military, tanks included. And I'm happy to give up all my tax money to go to the military so that we're simply the best. I would rather box prime Mike Tyson in the ring for a heavyweight title than fight this in another tank from any other country. Because one, I probably won't die, but if I'm fighting this, I'm dead. No doubt. Number 8 on the list is my beloved Sally. Look, boys, Sally is a hoe. She got that tramp stamp and that Porsche Riz. I don't know how you're supposed to combat it with those curves on the bumpers and fenders. Oh! If me and Sally were in the same room, I don't know how I would stop myself from getting all over them exhaust pipes. Thank God she got 2, because I would never be able to get enough. As much as she was a hoe in the beginning, her and Lightning do settle down, and she even avoids hooking up with Francesco Bernoulli, that Rizlord Italian F1 car. She has truly escaped the streets, because man, I don't think I could stop myself from being with that waxed red, green, and white fucking hottie. Number 7, we got something of a hot take, and I'm going to go with the Corvette. I was never a Corvette lover before like C6, but you get into C7 and it's like, okay, I'm starting to see a little buff here. But then you hit these C8s that are coming out now, these Z06 Stingrays, and holy fuck. They might as well be made in Europe now the way they be looking. And I know they get hate on the rear, but like, come on, man. Who gives a fuck about the rear of the car look? It really looks the same as every other sports car. I'd be looking at some of these Ferraris, and they look lame as shit at the back. Most bland, simple things ever to get 2 exhausts on each side and a light, and then the little Ferrari logo. That's it for some of these. You got the Corvette with 4 exhausts grouped up. You got multiple sets of lights. You got little vents. And also, it comes in different colors. Suck my dick, Ferrari. By the way, the C8 2023 Corvette is also $10K cheaper than a Model S. So if you're really wanting to look swaggy, just get one of those instead of that cringe-ass electric vehicle. We love fossil fuels on this channel. Number 6, we have the legendary Flintmobile. This thing got that prehistoric drip, dog. When Fred would take this thing when the fam to the Bedrock Drive-In Theater, I bet Wilma had to fight off those other Neanderthal women. This thing had Fred fucking running laps around fucking Barney's goofy-ass logging Continental. Like, come on, man. That thing is a 2-seating coupe. One has to sit in the front and the back. It's Fred's world. The whole fam sits up front. They got a little bench to fit everybody on. Thank God Fred Flintstone could squat like 20,000 pounds, because to move those rock wheels that's on the front, he's got the massive cannons to get this thing going up to 200 miles per hour in seconds. All I'm saying is put Fred in today's UFC and there's a new fucking heavyweight champion. Those leg kicks would snap everyone's legs like they're Conor McGregor. All right, so now we're halfway done. We're going to hit number 5, the semi-truck. My favorite thing of semi-trucks is when you're watching those car crash videos and you see that semi-truck start to veer because he's sleeping like it's Cars 1, and then bam! bam, it crushes the family of 5 in their little pussy-ass minivan. Truly some of the greatest content to watch to go to sleep at 3 a.m. Besides being for the funny, though, they're actually pretty useful, hauling those big-ass 53-foot trailers that hold pretty much everything we need. I mean, they're not making deliveries to your house, but they're moving stuff between facility and facility, so we need to appreciate them more and praise the drivers instead of honking at them and tailgating them because they might be going the speed limit. Could be good picking one of these up as well because, you can get like 1,000,000 miles out of that, so hey, that's pretty good. At about 500,000 miles, you can get one for like 40K, and hell, it'll probably go another 500, so decent pickup if you want to bring the fam around on a road trip. But if you're trying to drop your kids off at school, you might want to stick with your little bitch-ass Toyota. Here we go, number 4, we got Lightning McQueen. Now this guy, he's straight badass. A 7-Piston Cup winner who trained under the one and only Doc Hudson. Holy fuck. I mean, he was so good, he got invited to the World Grand Prix. The top echelon of racers was there, and he even took the second one. Truly one of the greatest GOATs of all of racing, and he's there with his best friend Maynard the whole time. I can't respect Lightning McQueen anymore, and I shaped my whole life after him. He even put his own likeness on the brand Rusty's so that it could become something amazing for all lemons to admire. Even after his retirement, I will never forget this red lightning strike on the track. Also, shout out to Owen Wilson. He is one of the GOATs of comedy acting. I love Zoolander. Top 3 alert. The Slop 3. Here we go. Number 3, Thanos car. Fuck the baby car. Fuck the Peter Copter. We have the Thanos car, alright? How many cars have an infinity gauntlet? How many cars are fucking lifted up like this beast of a Thanos car? None. This is the only one of all of existence, a one-of-one copy. It cannot be made again. It's so rare. I hear it was listed on the market for $78.5 million last week. That's the most ever. I mean, they've got this shit making Pokemon cards. I see Lego sets of the Thanos car. It is insane. The only reason semi-trucks are at 5 is because Thanos car could probably pull that trailer on its own. It doesn't need anything else. It doesn't need all those bullshit wheels. It could do it on 4 wheels and a suspended-ass suspension. We need nothing. These goofy-ass Thanos car haters coming in and be like, it takes so much diesel, I'm too poor. Yeah, this thing runs on the Infinity Gauntlet. Are you plugging those Infinity Stones and it'll run forever? It is an evolved form of fuel that you could never possibly understand. Thanos car is so powerful that even though it's a truck, it's still a car. It is truly one of the best cars you'll ever see in your whole life, let alone drive if you ever get the opportunity, which you won't because Thanos car is only for the upper echelon of elite. Coming up on number 2, we have the strongest man-made car in all of existence because obviously the Thanos car came from heaven, and that is the Bugatti EB110. A 60-valve quad-turbocharged V12 engine with 12 individual throttle bodies powering 4 wheels through a 6-speed manual transmission. The 3500cc engine. Holy shit! Not only does it have the internals to fucking scare God himself, but it looks like it was fucking compressed to be the most aerodynamic car in all of existence, literally unlocking a skill tree to cut through the wind. And fuck all that extra shit, it's just a 2-door coupe with rear mid-engine all-wheel drive, bro. We need nothing. It's truly all man needs the V12 engine to push the fastest speeds we can get. And if any Tesla fucking lovers comment about how this car is goofy and blah blah blah, I hope you know the Tesla lithium-ion batteries are explosive. And today's number 1 slot, the Slop 10 winner, is the one and only Piston Cup champion, Chick Hicks. Not only is he the most entertaining racer ever, but he's the biggest shit talker who backs it up, alright? The whole time, before the tiebreaker, after the tiebreaker, he just talks and talks and talks. And what does he do? He wins the Piston Cup. Fuck you, Lightning McQueen. Chick Hicks deserved all the glory, and Lightning didn't. What a pussy. Lightning went out of his way to save Doc, who just gets 2nd place, bro. Everybody knows 2nd place is just the first loser. I know every night Lightning McQueen is sleeping, and he wakes up flustered, sweaty, dripping in oil. And the one thing on his mind is the Kachiggas. The Kachiggas. Kachigga in his mind, rumbling for how he lost against the one great man he could never beat. The one man who beat a new gen rookie Lightning McQueen. Even with the better car, Chick Hicks still prevails. Quite possibly the greatest racer we will ever see. The one man not afraid to hit others and make them crash. A man invincible to damage. A man who won a Piston Cup. Shout out to the Thunder. Shout out to my main Kachigga. And shout out to Chick Hicks. That's the end of the Slop 10. Y'all take care so you don't go to prison. And I'll see you in the next one. You can clap now.
Wow!